welcome back to my SST class. Today we are going to continue with the chapter 3 from the geography side, and that is our changing earth. So let's have a quick look what we have done in our previous class. In previous class we discussed about the earth movement, endogenic forces, exogenic forces, volcano and earthquake. Today we are going to discuss different type of landforms mainly shaped by the exogenic forces. In previous class we discussed that any landforms may be further curved out to be shaped by external forces through the work of moving ice, rivers, wind, rain and sea waves. These are called agents of gradation. By the process of erosion, transportation and deposition, these agents either raise the level of land or lower the elevated landforms. Okay, so now we are going to discuss different type of landforms are created by erosion and deposition. Let's start with the first topic, work of a river. Usually a natural channel of water which may originate from melted ice or snow and flow downhill from mountain to plain is known as river. I'm going to repeat, usually a natural channel of water which may originate from melted ice and snow and flow downhill from mountain to plain is known as river. From its origin to its mouth, a river may be divided into 3 stages. So remember, the starting point of a river is known as the origin. Okay, origin. The starting point of a river is called as origin or source. And the ending point of a river, or we can say where the river joins a sea or lake, is called as mouth of river. So from its origin to its mouth, a river may be divided into 3 stages. The upper stages, okay, or we can say this is young course, the middle stage or the mature course, and the lower or the old course. Okay, we can see different type of landforms and different types of works on the basis of the courses. So first one, the upper course, we can see erosion and the transportation work. And remember, the landforms mainly waterfall. The middle or the mature course, the works mainly erosion, deposition and transportation. And different types of landforms like meander, oxbow lake. And the lower or old course, we can see the deposition works only, and different type of landforms like floodplains, oxbow lake, levees and delta. Okay, now we are going to discuss all these landforms one by one. Before entering the main content, we have to discuss 2 important terms related to this chapter. First one, the tributary, and second one, distributary. Already we discussed these 2 terms in class 6th. So tributary means obviously it is a stream that flows into a large stream or main course of river. Distributary means a river branch flowing away from mainstream, means mainstream begins to break up into a number of branches called distributary. Got it? So now the first landform is created by the action of river. The steep fall or the flow of water in a water course from a height create waterfall. Okay, according your book, when the river tumbles a steep angle over very hard rock or down a steep valley side, it form a waterfall. The highest waterfall in India is Kempty Falls, and obviously it is located in Uttarakhand. Look at the diagram of waterfall. Okay, so a layer of hard rock, a layer of soft rock. So obviously soft rock is eroded by the river. Okay, and obviously it forms a waterfall. Got it? Second one, meander. Okay, meander. So meander is a curve or bend formed by a river during its course. It is called meander. Look at the diagram. Okay, so it is called meander, the curve or bend. So the next landform is oxbow lake. An oxbow lake is U-shaped lake that forms when a wide meander of a river is cut off, creating a freestanding body of water. Oxbow lake is also called as cut-off lake. Remember, due to continuous erosion and deposition along the side of meander, the ends of the meander loop come closer and closer. In due course of that time, meander loop cuts off from the river and form oxbow lake. Look at the diagram. Okay, so this one, oxbow lake. Next one, floodplain. An area of a low-lying ground adjacent to a river formed mainly of river sediments and subject to flooding. Floodplains are formed when rivers overflow and soil get deposited on the river banks. And this is the diagram. Okay, this is called floodplain. Okay, got it now? Next one, levees. Levees are raised banks of alluvium formed by heavier and sediments near to the river that has been built by successive floods. And this one, the diagram. Okay, levees, floodplain, meander and oxbow lake. Got it? Next landform is created by the action of river is delta. Delta is a depositional features of a river formed at the mouth of a river. You know what is the meaning of mouth? Where the river joins a sea or lake is called as river mouth. Our next topic is works of a sea waves. Waves are the most important agents that shape coastal landforms. When winds blow over broad expanse of water, they generate waves. The erosion and deposition of sea waves give rise to coastal landforms. So our first landform is created by sea wave is sea caves. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks, crack develop. Over time they become larger and wider. Thus the hollow-like caves are formed on the rock and this structure are called as sea caves. Next one, sea arch. Okay, when only roof of the sea caves remain due to the erosional activities of sea waves, the vertical curved structure is called as sea arcs. Okay. Next one, stacks. Okay, so stacks means when roofs of the sea caves also breaks due to erosion, only walls are left. These walls are called stacks. Next, sea cliff. Steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above sea water is called sea cliff. Sea beaches, sea waves deposit sediments among the shores forming beaches. Look at the diagram, it is obviously for better understanding. So first one, sea caves. Okay, next diagram, just be sea caves converted into sea arch. Okay, and sea arch again converted into the stacks. Got it? This is the process. First one, sea caves, next sea arcs, and the last one, stacks. Now we are going to discuss our next topic, and that is work of ice. In this segment, glacier is very vital term. A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over land. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice. Glaciers erode the landscape. I am going to repeat. Glaciers are often called river of ice. The next one, moraines. The material carried by the glaciers such as rock, sand, silt get deposited and form glacier moraines. Next topic is work of sand. Now we are going to discuss our last segment of this chapter, and that is work of wind. You know that an active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert area is wind, isn't it? So assume on the path of wind, if any rock structure present, the differential erosion occurs. When rocks consisting of alternate hard and soft layers are subjected to wind abrasion. Abrasion means rub together. The soft layers are easily eroded, but hard layers resist erosion and form a mushroom-like structure, and it is called mushroom rock. Okay, look at the diagram. Okay, so soft rock and hard rock. Obviously, soft rock easily eroded by the wind, and hard rock obviously resistant rock, and form a mushroom-like structure, and this structure is called as mushroom rock. Next one, sand dunes. Accumulation of sands grains obviously shaped into a mound or ridge is called sand dunes. Next one, loess. When sand is deposited in large area, it is called loess. Okay student, I think the concept of this chapter almost clear to you. So enough for today's class. We'll meet in our next class. Till now, bye. Happy learning.